All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there toiling in this truth. I'm Pathak Jim S. Dallas. I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson. I think I'm going to entitle this lesson, Everything is Predestined or Predestinated, including the prophets, man. You know, and of course we know that the prophets are back in these times and they're warning Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course I saw a lesson earlier, which I got to finish watching it, but I saw it came up in my feed. Apostle Ramlab did a lesson how to don't F with the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of course us in the know, we know that the prophets are not going to be accepted as prophets, man. You know, people are going to look at us as mere men, mortal men, when the scriptures clearly tell you, as a matter of fact, let's just get it real quick. Colossians, the first chapter, when you go into that word, what is it, 1 and 26, I believe it is. Colossians 1 and 26. I'm just going through the spirit too, as a matter of fact. Even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. And that mystery that's been revealed, that when you read in Amos, the 3rd chapter, in verse 7, it says, well, which we'll get it. Let's just get this real quick. Let's go into this word mystery real quick. And it's, where is it? Mystery. There it is. Mysterion. So let's, I'm gonna let this devil say it real quick.
Strong's G 3466.
Mustadion, and it's G3466. We're gonna go into this word, and it outline of biblical usage is hidden things, secret, mystery, generally mysteries, religious secrets, confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals. Hello, so the initiated are not considered by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to be ordinary mortals, man. You know what I'm saying? The initiated, you know, those pre or foreordained spirits that was going to receive this knowledge, you know, and teach it in the latter days, are not considered ordinary mortal men, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it again. Mysterion. It says, a general mysteries, religious secrets confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals, man. So these men are not ordinary mortals, even though that's how these people look at us. You know, our women look at us that way. You know what I'm saying? These people, our family members, they all look at us as mortal men, which we're not, man. We're initiated of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, foreordained or preordained, predestinated by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says a hidden or secret thing, not obvious to the understanding, which is the mysteries and secrets of the Bible, a hidden purpose or counsel, secret will of men of the Most High, the secret counsels which govern the Most High in dealing with the righteous, which are hidden from ungodly and wicked men, but plain to the godly. There it is, man. So the 2/3 is not going to receive this. They're not going to be able to understand it. They're not going to be able to see these things. You know what I'm saying? They're being blocked anyway when you understand. You know, Isaiah, the 6th chapter and verse 9 and 10 goes into it. But those mysteries, man. So these are not ordinary men, man. As a matter of fact, let's get that. You know, those secrets, the mysteries and secrets are revealed to the Lord's servants, the prophets, man. Let's get that in Amos, the 3rd chapter. This Amos 3 and verse 7, and it reads, surely the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua power, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Those secrets and mystery. There it is right there. As a matter of fact, when you read in the New Testament in Matthew, the 13th chapter, what does it say? Let's get it real quick. Yahushua is going to speak. Matthew 13 and 11. And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given, man. You know, so it's given unto certain men, and to others it's not given, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay in Matthew. Let's jump over to the 19th chapter, and we're going to jump down to verse 11. Yahushua speaking again. Matthew 19 and 11. But he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. There it is, man. Clear separations. Clear that the Lord is dealing with certain men and others he's not dealing with, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get one more in Mark, the 4th chapter. And verse 11, Yahushua speaking again, Mark 4:11, and he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of the Most High, but unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, or all these things are done in parables. Yeah, things that those dark sayings, you know what I'm saying? Those things that can't be received by the average ordinary mortal, which these men are not mortal men. They're initiated. Verse 12, it says that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing, which this is quoting Isaiah the 6th chapter, which I just quoted, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. So the Lord don't want everybody to receive this. He has it set up that way, man. It's set up for certain men to receive it and others not to receive it, so they won't convert, and he's going to destroy them at the end of the day, man. So hey, whether you understand these things, believe it, receive it, follow it, or not, man, it doesn't matter, man. That's how it's set up. So the prophets are back. They're warning Israel, and these things are all predestinated, man. You know what I'm saying? So, we're just going to get into a quick, a little lesson, man. That was just like a pre-entry into it. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is preordained of the Lord, man. So really quick, let's go to Ephesians, the 1st chapter. And we're going to, I guess I'll start at verse 3. It's Ephesians 1:3. And it reads, blessed be the power and Father of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, which is the Most High Yahweh. In the Hebrew, his name is Yahweh, which that name means that he is, or he exists. You know what I'm saying? You got people calling on Jehovah and God and Allah and what's that name? Ahaya and all kind of madness, man. His name is Yahweh, man. He to be, he exists. You know what I'm saying? That's the name that he gave Moses in Exodus, man. It says, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in the heavenly places in Hamashiach. And the us represents the elect of the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent. You make up the no longer lost tribes, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. You are the true biblical Israelites pursuant to the scriptures, man. We're no longer lost, no. We know who we are now. We know who our enemies is. And that's all 17 other nations outside of the nation of Israel, primarily the Edomites, man, which consists of the so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child in these times. Verse 4 says, according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. So the Lord chose us before he created anything, before the foundation of the world, before anything existed, man. The first things that he created was spirits, man. Of course, the first created spirit was Yahweh Shai, his son. He spoke him into existence. Then everything from there, that point, Yahweh Shai created, man. Him and the elect angels, which, Lord willing, I can be one of them, man. I'm striving to be, that 144,000, man. The Lord says in the book of John that ye were with me from the beginning, man. The beginning. When you read in Genesis, it goes into it. And in the beginning, man, the Elohim created everything. That's the angels, man, the judges, those angels, man. That's why it says when you continue to go down, when they created man, it says, it spoke about them creating everything in their image. You know what I'm saying? It was plural, man, not singular. But it's all good. We're gonna keep it going. I won't get too off track. It says, according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Boom. And those people were this is predestination. We're just going to go into it. Verse 5, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to himself. There it is, man, that predestination to choose before. You know what I'm saying? According to the good pleasure of his will. So it was the Lord's will. This thing is all about the will, purpose, and pleasure of the Lord, man. No matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing you can do about that, man. The Lord chose, he predestinated, and that's what it's going. That's what it is, and that's what it's going to be, man. No matter what part you play in that, man. If you're predestinated for destruction, that's what it is. If you're predestinated for salvation, that's what it is, man. Nothing can, and you can't change that, man. No matter what you do or how much you don't want to be part of the destruction, if that's what you're part of, you're going to be a part of that if you're predestinated for that, man. If that's what because the story is already written, it's just got to play out now. Things just have to manifest. So there's nothing you can do to change. Once a movie is made, it's made, man. You know what I'm saying? It's done. This movie is made, man. We're just playing it out now. You know, so that predestination, man, you know, and the prophets are back predestinated, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Romans 8. And I'm going to jump down to verse 28. And it reads, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to his purpose. There it is, the will, purpose, and pleasure of the Lord, man. So the called according to his purpose. You know, that's why this thing is scary, man. You know, what's my purpose in this thing? Is my purpose to bring someone in and then he gonna kick me to the curb and destroy my ass? Man, that's a scary thought, you know? That's why, hey, man, you should be moving with more fear, man. You know, move with more fear, man. You know, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man, like the scriptures say. This is Romans 8 and 29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate. There it is, to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, choose before, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. And that glorification is coming, man. Yahweh Shai has received his glory first, and of course the elect will receive their glory from Yahweh Shai after he receives his glory from the Most High Yahweh, man, which he's about to receive that glory soon when he makes his return, his re-entrance back into the earth, man. He's been here once. He came as that lamb, you know, for sacrifice. The next time he returns, which is soon, he's coming as a roaring lion, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he tells you in Isaiah, the 47th chapter, he's not going to meet thee as a man, man. He's going to be in that angelic, powerful form, man, you know. So that's what's going to return, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that predestination, man. Predestinate. Everything is predestinated, man, including the prophets. And they're back today and they're warning Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? So as a matter of fact, before I go, let me get this real quick. Because 2/3 of our people are going to reject this knowledge, and the Lord is going to destroy them because they're already predestinated to be destroyed. When you read in Zechariah, the 13th chapter, which we'll get that. First, I want to get this in Hosea, the 4th chapter. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6, because this is predestination. Hosea 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So it's already written, predestinated for 2/3, for the majority of the nation of Israel to hear this knowledge and reject it. So the Lord can reject them and destroy them and their children, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's written in Zechariah, the 13th chapter. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, which that land is talking about America, man. You know, this is where the majority of the nation of Israel is right here in America. Of course, we know we're scattered throughout the four corners, but this is where the majority of them are, here in America, man. So that's the land it's talking about right here in America. Them dudes from Sakari, they going off, man. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. This is already written. You're predestinated to this, man. The Lord chose, man. We read it in Ephesians, the 1st chapter. He chose before the foundation of the world, man. So he took those spirits that he was going to save. He chose them. He set them to the side, and he put all the other spirits to the other side, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if you're part of this right here, there's nothing you can do about it, man. You know, it says it shall come to pass. The Lord tells you in Isaiah 55 and verse 11 that his word shall not come back to him void, but it shall accomplish the thing whereto he sends it, man. He tells you he's a man, he can't lie. You know what I'm saying? So his words have to come to pass, have to come to fruition. They have to happen, man. You know, or the Lord will be the very liar he says he can't be. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, all of this is predestination, man. You know, they're prophecies, things that are spoken before. These things were written before. So it's all predestinated, man. You know, No matter how you want to look at it, that's what that is, man. You know, and these things are written. They've been spoken, so they're going to happen, man. You know, and the prophets are back warning of these things, man, of these very things. You know what I'm saying? All the things that the prophets warn about when they come out and speak, when we go out on the highways and byways, when we do the lessons, you know, it's all predestination. This is Jeremiah 28:8. And it reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's exactly what the prophets are doing in these times, because they're back today and they're warning of these same things, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the prophets are the mouthpiece of the Lord. Let's get that real quick in Luke. This is Luke chapter 1. And I'm going to drop down to verse 70. This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 70, and it reads, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. There it is, man. So the holy prophets are the mouthpiece of the Lord, and that's how he set it up from the very beginning. And the Lord tells you in Malachi, the 3rd chapter, he doesn't change, man. So nothing is being done differently in these times. As a matter of fact, Yahushua said the same thing in Hebrews 13:8. He said he's the same yesterday, today, and forever, man. You know what I'm saying? And he tells you in John, what's that? John 30. I'm trying to remember the where it is, where he says he came not to do his own will, but the will of his Father. Let me see real quick before I. Let's see where this is at. Salakia, John 6:38, and it reads, for I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. So Yahushua, he's telling you, he didn't come to do his own thing. He came to do the will of his Father who sent him, man. Yahweh's will, man. You know, and Yahweh is about his people, the Israelites, man. So that's who Yahushua is about. He's about the Israelites, man. Nothing has changed, man. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't change either. I just quoted Hebrews 13:8, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord doesn't change. Everything is the same as it's been, man. You know what I'm saying? No new thing under the sun. And the prophets are back warning Israel. So let's get that real quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 32. And it reads, and the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. There it is, man. The spirit of a prophet is subject to a prophet, man. You know what I'm saying? You were once a prophet. You're going to always be a prophet, man. We were preordained for this thing. As a matter of fact, let me get this in Jeremiah real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. You know, Jeremiah the prophet, man. What the Lord tell him? Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation. There it is. And that's how the Lord gets down. That's how he got down. That's how he's getting down to this very day. Those prophets are still being born to this day. And the Lord knew them before they came forth from the womb. The Lord sanctified them and ordained them prophets, man. You know, so they're prophets. The prophets are back today in their lot doing the same thing, man. You know, the Lord told Daniel, he told John the Revelator that they were going to prophesy again, man. You know what I'm saying? So some of these men could very well be John the Revelator or Daniel, or we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But just proving the prophets are back today, man. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, when you read in Ecclesiastes, the 1st chapter, what does it say? It's Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's no new thing under the sun. And we've done this many times. I'm going to do it again. Ecclesiastes 6 and 10, that which hath been, which is the thing in Ecclesiastes 1, is named already, and it is known that it is man. So let's go back and read in context now. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, since we know it's talking about a man. The thing that hath been, the man that hath been, it is that which shall be. So that man hath been, he's going to be again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. Whatever he did, he's going to do again. So if he was a prophet prophesying, he's going to be a prophet and prophesy again, man, when he returns. And there is no new thing, no new man under the sun. There it is, man. You know, because the prophets, the spirit of a prophet is subject to a prophet, and the prophets are back, predestinated, and they're warning Israel in these times, man. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's jump over to the third chapter. What does it say? This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which hath been, you know, which is that thing, man, is now, and that which is to be, that thing, that man, hath already been. And the Most High required that which is past. So that, which hath been is now, man. So the prophets of old, just like we read in Jeremiah 28:8, are back in these times doing the same thing they did in those times and before. That's why I said that. The prophets that prophesied before thee of old. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, man. It's just a real current. As a matter of fact, let me read this. Let me read this in the NLT real quick. To the right of your screen, Ecclesiastes 3:15 in the NLT, and it reads, "What is happening now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before, because God makes the same things happen over and over again, including the people, the prophets, scenarios, everything. It all happens over, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord gets down, but you got to know the true nature of the Lord in order to understand these things, man. And the prophets have the mysteries and the secrets. We have these understandings in these times, man. So the prophets are back, and we're standing upon our watch, as a matter of fact, and we're warning Israel. That reminds me of let's go to Habakkuk real quick, and we're getting ready to close this thing up. This Habakkuk chapter 2, and I just started verse 1 and read down a few verses. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. And because in the ancient times, it's what Israel, the watchmen, that's what they did. They stood on their watch upon towers, man. And when they saw a threat coming, they would blow the horn, the trumpet, man, and warn the people that a threat is on the way. Well, we're the trumpets in these times, pursuant to Isaiah, and then we'll come back, Isaiah 58:1, and it reads, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. There it is. And show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. And that's what we're doing, man. We're warning Israel, man, in these times, because we're in those times, man. So let's go back to Habakkuk 2. It says, Habakkuk 2:1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. The correction, man. And we're in a time of correction, man. And Jake hates correction. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And those visions represent the prophecies, man. And they're plain upon the tables, which represents the Bible, man. Things written inward and outward, on each side of the page, man. Lamentation, mourning, and woe is written. And it says, but the prophecies, those visions, make it plain upon table, that he may run that readeth it. And we're the ones that's running, because we've read these things, and the Lord gave us the discernment, the vision, the eye salve to see, and all these things, everything, all the tools necessary and needed to understand, and we understand, and now we're running, man. We're modern day heralds, the redcoats are coming. Paul Revere, during those times. We're doing the same things in these times for our people, the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So we're in the time of prophecies, the visions happening, man, and everything is popping off the pages, man. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It will surely come. The Lord is a man that he cannot lie, His word is not going to come back to him void, but it's going to accomplish the thing whereto he sends it, man. It will surely come. And it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. So, hey, man, although it seems like these things are taking forever, it's taking a long time, because, hey, we get impatient at times. There's flesh. We ready to get out of here. We get it. Being under these devils, the oppression, all the things we have to deal with on a daily basis. Our women, everything is off. I'm saying? This world is through. So we hasten these things. But like scriptures say, the Lord said, though it tarries, though it seems like it's taking a long time, wait for it. Be patient, man. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. It says, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So it's not going to take long at all. It'll be over before you know it. We're going to be in the kingdom of heaven, and we're going to have these devils under our foot, with our boots in their necks, and our nation is going to be beautiful. Our women going to be back in order. Our children are going to be beautiful, in order, and everything is going to be beautiful. The nation is going to love each other. Both kingdoms, northern and southern, go all get along. It's going to be beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming, man, and we're close. But these things are all predestinated because they're pre-written, man. They've been pre-spoken, pre-written, so they're predestinated, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. And the prophets are out here warning, and Jake, the majority of our people ain't trying to hear it, man. They're back, predestinated, and they're warning, man. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let's grab a couple more and then we'll get out here. This is Ezekiel chapter 3. Because that's our job, to warn our people, man. If we don't, there's going to be a price to pay for that. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. There it is. The prophets are back and they're warning Israel because everything is predestinated, including the prophets. It says, so those warnings are going out. The trumpet is being blown, man. A lot of camps out here is blowing a trumpet of an uncertain sound, like the scriptures say. And they're not warning Israel, man. You got these camps out here, leaders, of gang affiliations and just a whole bunch of madness, man. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require thine hands. So yeah, we don't warn you, then the blood that we didn't warn you, your blood is going to be required at our hands, man. Verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul, because we told you. Thus saith the Lord. Lord told you to, hey, don't do this, and you continue to do it, and he kills you. Hey, that's what's up. But now I'm acquitted, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm exonerated because I warned you. I told you I did what the Lord told me to do. Warn his people. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. And that's what we're doing, man. Because we're the trumpet in these times. You know what I'm saying? We're getting the blood off our hands. The prophets, everything is predestined, including the prophets, and they're back and they're warning Israel, man. Let's get one more, Ezekiel the 33rd chapter, and we're going to close this thing out. It's Ezekiel 33 and 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people. The children of thy people are the Israelites, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and say unto them, no one else, just them. This is who the warning is going out to, the Israelites. When I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. And see, that's the whole thing. We just read that in the 3rd chapter of Ezekiel. We're going to warn you to get the blood off our hands, man. It's going to be on you. If you get the warning, you don't make a move, you don't do anything, you don't change, don't do anything, then that's on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But your blood is off our hand. Verse 5, it says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. There it is. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hands. And that's what we're trying to avoid, man. So everything is predestinated or predestined, including the prophets, and the prophets are back today and they're warning Israel, and we're trying to get all that blood off our hands, man. So hey, little quick hit lesson. Hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, which I hope to be a part of. Now with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Warakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shah Dawadat. Shalom.